January 26, 2015, representative ambassadors from more than 30 tribal groups, speaking for more than 100 Aboriginal nations, converged on the Canberra Tent Embassy. They sought to fulfil and to complete work on tribal sovereignty that had been decades in the making. A Manifesto of Demands was presented to the Commonwealth Government, in which they were instructed, over dozens of pages of dense legal argument, that the Crown has no legitimate claim to this continent and that the Commonwealth is an unlawful occupying power. The Manifesto of Demands lists a litany of embarrassing and shameful material concerning the everyday life of tribal people in Australia. After 10 months, no response was received. So Tent Embassy representatives met again in Canberra during November of that year. The November meeting moved beyond the realm of politics, as tribal leaders, painted in their unique decorations, marched on the Commonwealth Parliament by arrangement to deliver a talking stick destined for the Prime Minister's office. No one from the Parliament came to receive this ritual object.
But those who stand in the offices and do not wish to engage, we now turn away. If you want to speak, you now come to us.
The order was given to break the spear, indicating that the time for talking is now over. For us looking on, the question begged, why has the government chosen to shut the proverbial door against these people?
Our communities are going to stay open.
This is not the gesture of a Commonwealth committed to reconciliation and asking to be trusted with fundamental constitutional change. It does not recognise the people on its front doorstep, let alone those who should participate in the Constitution. It now being clear that the Commonwealth had exhausted any goodwill towards its tribal peoples, the people themselves saw dangerous signs in the growing war culture of Anzac Day. The day has become a de facto national day, whilst the government resolutely refuses to acknowledge and remember the largest war that this land ever suffered, the Frontier Wars. At the 2016 Anzac Day Memorial Parade in Canberra, Embassy representatives placed a memorial wreath made of desert pea at the sacred fire of the memorial. Then, in October 2016, a large part of the embassy crew relocated to Alice Springs for a campaign in support of the Arunta to close the American spy facility at Pine Gap. Pine Gap is a stark embodiment of the foreign occupation of this country and the perpetration of the Gallipoli Anzac Day myth, that of an Australia subservient to foreign powers, sacrificing our own land and peoples to make war on other countries. The time for settling matters by war is past, and the time for talking has just begun. We now reinvent rituals for the founding of an Australian people in the stories of this land, grand enough to encompass the Dreamtime law and the migrant experience.